If you search for text to SVG, you might mean two different things. Maybe you want to turn written text into vector paths. Or maybe you want to type a prompt and get an SVG graphic back. SVG Genie is built for the second workflow, describe what you need, and generate a clean, editable SVG in seconds. The old text to SVG workflow is awkward. You open a design app, type words, convert them to outlines, adjust paths, export, test the file, then repeat when it does not look right. That works if you are making typography. It does not help much when what you really need is a logo, icon, badge, or illustration from an idea. SVG Genie turns text prompts into real SVG graphics. You type a phrase like minimalist mountain logo, clean onboarding icon set, or geometric coffee badge, choose a style, and download vector output that scales cleanly and stays editable. And SVG matters because it is not just another image file. A PNG is pixels. An SVG is paths, fills, lines, and curves. That means it can scale from a tiny favicon to a huge banner without getting blurry, and developers can inspect or edit the code directly. So, here is the distinction. Converting font text to SVG paths is useful for preserving lettering. Generating SVG from text is more powerful because the text becomes instructions for a new asset. You are not outlining a word. You are turning an idea into a vector. Let us make one. I will type simple line art badge of a rocket launching from a laptop, modern startup style, clean SVG vector. That prompt tells SVG Genie the subject, style, mood, and output format in one sentence. A few seconds later, the vector is ready. The composition is clear, the edges are crisp, and the output is an actual SVG file. I can use it on a landing page, drop it into a React component, or open it in a design tool. The best part is iteration. If the first result is too detailed, ask for simpler. If it feels too playful, ask for more premium. If the shape is right, but the mood is wrong, change the style and generate again. Text becomes a fast control surface for vector design. SVG Genie includes different visual styles, so the same text can produce different kinds of SVGs. Line art feels clean and technical. Flat color feels friendly. Engraving and lino cut feel crafted. Circuit style works well for software and AI. Visuals. This is especially useful when you need more than one asset. Instead of hunting for mismatched stock graphics, you can generate a family, icons for features, badges for sections, small illustrations for onboarding, or a matching set for a design system. Because the result is SVG, the file stays practical after generation. You can recolor a fill, simplify a path, change a stroke, inline it in HTML, paste it into React, or hand it to a designer for final polish. It is not a flat screenshot. That is the difference from generic AI. Image tools. They usually give you a raster image that looks fine in the preview, but becomes hard to edit. SVG Genie is focused on vector output, so the end result is a file you can actually reuse. Use text to SVG for startup logos, product icons, website illustrations, documentation graphics, stickers, craft files, presentation visuals, and quick client concepts. If you can describe the asset, you can get a vector starting point. When the graphic works, export it as SVG for websites and code, PNG for quick sharing, or PDF for print and documents. Keep the SVG as your master file, then generate every other format from a clean vector source. Thousands of makers, founders, and developers already use SVG Genie because it removes the blank canvas problem. Instead of learning the full design suite for one asset, they describe the results and get an editable vector they can ship. You can try it free with no credit card required. After that, credit packs start at $9. Compared with drawing every idea by hand or paying for one-off vector work, it is a very fast way to explore usable SVGs. So, if you need text to SVG, skip the manual outline workflow unless all you need is typography. Go to svgenie.com, type the graphic you want, generate a real editable SVG, and use it anywhere. Text in, vector out.